Hey, so if you're an SEO that works with a publisher and you have tons and tons of writers creating content all the time, and all of a sudden there is a copycat outranking the original article, you're probably getting a lot of knocks on your door. I know I certainly was. And that's actually something that's being addressed in this Search Engine Journal article, talking about stolen content and why it might outrank an original article. This is something that is really frustrating for a lot of writers. So basically what's happening is that a writer for like The Verge, actually that's who inspired this entire post, is a writer from The Verge said, hey, we have in our entire like top 10 SERP of the SERP, all of them are copycats. Why aren't we showing up? We're the original ones that wrote the article. Everyone else copied it verbatim and just regurgitated. And I've seen that personally at the media companies that I've worked for. Huge millions and millions of visitors a month, and when they pump out something, almost immediately a bunch of copycats verbatim websites that just scrape and they just regurgitate information, they were temporarily outranking the original result, and it was very perplexing. And this is something that is being addressed right now here. Now, what Danny Sullivan kind of says here is that you're probably finding this when you're searching for your article title verbatim. And again, all of the writers that I was working with, they were doing exactly that. They were taking their title and then pasting it in Google and saying, hey, wait a minute, how come I'm not showing up at #1 when I paste my exact title? And what Danny Sullivan is saying here is, well, it's because you're pasting the exact title, and all the competition for that title is going to come up. Even though, you know, you'd think, you'd expect, you'd hope that you would still be #1, it's Google. It's an algorithm. It's not a human. So what he's saying is that what matters is that you're ranking for the keywords, the competitive keywords that your article wanted to rank for in the first place. So he's basically saying, hey, look, don't worry about copying the exact title, pasting it in there, and seeing all your competitors rise up. But still, that's not really very reassuring. What this article really brings up is an interesting question. Should a page rank twice if it's in the top stories result? And I should have probably mentioned this in the article. Danny Sullivan says that if your article is already in the top stories, that's probably why your copycats are showing up in position 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you're in the top story, you're not going to show up again. So he goes on to say Google has something called deduplicator, and what that means is it's part of the algorithm that prevents things from showing up twice on the search. Here's the whole article. I'm just going to scroll down because they have a lot of screenshots of this stuff actually in action. So yeah, the final answer to this is there is no answer. It's just something that is being raised as a question. I mean, if only on Twitter, really nowhere else. It's not like Google's like having a hearing about this. But yeah, that's kind of it. Hope for the best. If you show up on the top stories, you're probably not going to show up twice, so all the copycat imitations are probably going to get position 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. That is all I got for this video. If you enjoyed it, you want to see more SEO related stuff, click subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.